Coco's new home. In one of the quiet neighborhoods, there lived a white cat named Coco. Coco wasn't always the pet as pampered he is. For months, he used to be on the streets. He was something of a mysterious and elusive guy. His coat, white as freshly fallen snow, was usually spotted and tangled from his adventures outdoors. People in the community had watched Coco slinking around for years. He was a bit of a legend around town, always flitting just out of reach whenever someone got close enough to try and help him. Some said he was too wild to be tamed. Others thought he might have been too scared to trust anyone. But a kind-hearted lady named Liz was determined to rescue him. She would place food and water out every day, trying to gain Coco's trust. She had made a little bed and placed some toys around, but all the while she kept her distance from him. Coco was curious, yet wary. He would come up to this food and eat it voraciously before disappearing into the shadows. She tried everything, speaking softly to him, sitting quietly beside him. She read up on how to win over a stray cat and followed all the advice. She never gave up, even as weeks turned into months. One autumn evening, when the sun had dropped below the horizon, Liz spotted Coco roaming around in circles near his bowl of food. She sat down on the sidewalk, her heart pounding with hope, and Coco came closer than ever before. Liz spoke to him in very soft tones. She took a very brave step forward, and Coco brushed against her leg. The little movement was enough. Gently, with a practiced hand, Liz reached out to touch Coco. He flinched but didn't run. Slowly but very surely, Liz could coax him into a safe carrier with some treats and patience. The moment Coco was inside the carrier, he seemed to relax, knowing that his journey was about to change. Liz took him into her home, where a special room had been especially prepared just for him. Warm, safe, and with every comfort a cat could wish for. Within just a few days, Coco was blooming. His fur grew back soft and clean, and his eyes were filled with a new curiosity. He explored every nook and cranny of this new home. All those fears seemed to melt away. Coco found a favorite spot by the window, where he could watch the world outside, content finally. Everything was upside down in this new home for Coco. The soft bed, the incessant warmth, and tender hands from nowhere extended toward him. Amidst such comfort, Coco was scared. He was overwhelmed with noises and new scents and sudden change. He would hide in corners and flinch at sudden movements. Liz knew it would take time for Coco to adjust, but vowed to help him feel safe and loved immediately. She moved slowly, speaking softly, but nothing seemed to help calm Coco's jitters. One day, Liz came to the local animal shelter to donate supplies. That is where she first learned about a cat brought into the center with a remarkable story. Coquito was said to be an extremely affectionate cat, even though he had been found all alone wandering. The shelter staff mentioned that he seemed to miss a companion and often looked around as if he was searching for someone. Liz was intrigued. The description sounded familiar in her mind. Could this be the sibling of Coco? She decided to go to the shelter and see for herself. The moment she came and saw Coquito, something clicked. His fur was a little less pristine, but just as white as Coco's, and the look in his eyes seemed soft and familiar. Liz organized a meeting between Coquito and Coco with the shelter's consent. She took him home, and when she opened the carrier, Coquito came out, curious but calm. Liz led him into Coco's room, and as soon as Coquito saw Coco, his face lit up in familiarity. Coco had been standing in his favorite corner, but something miraculous happened the moment Coquito walked up. The fearful eyes of Coco met the warm gaze of Coquito, and he cautiously emerged. Coquito was softly nuzzling him, purring humbly. It was as if the two brothers shared an unspoken understanding. Coco seemed to find solace in the presence of his sibling, though he was still a little jittery. The change was almost overnight. With Coquito by his side, Coco began exploring this new environment anew, with renewed confidence. He followed Coquito from room to room, and wherever Coquito went, Coco would always be behind him. Coquito would sit beside Coco and groom him and push him on to play with the toys Lise provided. Coquito's companionship was balm to Coco's fears. The two brothers quickly bonded into a tight companionship where their interactions were full of mutual trust and affection. They would thus curl up together in some nook, their purring creating a soothing rhythm that warmed up the house. She was overjoyed when she saw Coco change. Now, his anxious expression had started to soften, and he began enjoying the good life. No longer walking alone in his journey, Coquito by his side, Coco walked with a companion. The days started passing, and Coco with Coquito gained more confidence to be playfully lively. Days were filled with joy from companionship and the love for the new home. Lise was very grateful that she had managed to reunite these brothers, and now her home was peaceful and happy for both. Weeks started passing, and Coco was gradually getting transformed from a fearful stray cat to a playing cheerful one. With Coquito now around to reassure him and Lise to take care of him, Coco became a fearless cat. But Coco wasn't the only cat in this house. Lise had taken 3 other cats, Toby, Ruffy, and Seven. Toby was Coco's full sibling. He had been adopted a few months before Coco into Lise's home and was already a very well-adjusted, affectionate cat. Ruffy and Seven were siblings from another mother, but became the closest of friends since their adoption. They all combined to make Lise's lovely family with their unique characters. It was one sunny afternoon when Lise felt it was time Coco should get acquainted with the rest of his new family. She opened the door into the living room, where Toby, Ruffy, and Seven were lounging in their favorite spots. Through into the room streamed sunshine, as well as the humming sound of a cat tree proudly standing in the corner. As Coco and Coquito entered the room, all eyes of the other cats rose in curiosity. The first one to approach was Toby, looking soft and without any aggression at all in his eyes. He sniffed at Coco and Coquito, then did a friendly nudge to them. Coco was hesitant at first, but then the warmth in Toby's demeanor got to him. Coco began to play with her brother Toby. Apparently it's true what they say that blood calls. Ruffy and Seven watched with interest, their tails twitched with excitement. Ruffy is a grey cat with black and white spots in colour and glossy with playfulness and energy. Seven is black, with big yellow eyes, and had a patchwork coat and was more reserved but just as curious. After a few careful moments of introduction, Coco and his siblings could relate freely. Toby showed Coco the ropes, how to jump onto this cat tree, how to chase after these dangling toys. Coquito never strayed far from Coco's side and joined in on the fun, nudging his brother to play. Before long, Ruffy and Seven had joined the throng, and what began as a cautious interaction soon became an all-out play session. The room was filled with purring, meowing, playful growls, really happy kitty sounds, accompanied by toys everywhere, as the cats batted at feather wands and chased balls. Coco and Toby began to play tag, running all over the room at impressively substantial speeds. Coquito, Ruffy, and Seven turn-busted into the chase, moving in perfect cadence as some lovely display of feline athleticism. The cat tree turned into the center of action, cats climbing up and down, pouncing, and leaping with abandon. Lise watched with a full heart as her 5 cats bonded and played together. That anxious Coco had blossomed into a family person full of feline friends. All around, energy and laughter filled the house, a testament to love and companionship. The cats slowly settled down as sunset was about to come, and the room was illuminated with an orangey hue. They huddled in every nook and cranny, relaxed their bodies, and purred in the most soothing harmony. Coco now felt comfortable and contented and snuggled close to his new family. Coquito was on his side, Toby, Ruffy, and Seven in their favorite spots on the cat tree. Lise wandered around softly, patting each one gently and giving sweet nothings. She knew her 5 cats were a bundle of tightness, all the more inseparable with time. In that warm, tender home, Coco, Coquito, Toby, Ruffy, and Seven became more than family. They formed an exhilarating, fun-filled group, rejoicing in their new life to the brim. Days were full of games, cuddles, and contentment, the feel-good factor that comes with a happy family. Long story short, Coco and his new family did not stop there. More fun and touching moments are yet to come. Kindly wait for the next installments of their journey in our upcoming videos. Join us as Coco, Coquito, Toby, Rufy, and Seven go deeper in living a new life with their cousins, the female dog, Ransa, and the cat named Chico. Stay tuned because a new member of the family will soon come into their lives, to creating more fun and playful memories as a happy family.